Well, it's cold, hell is hot. Prosper in the law, call it jackpot. Never sell your soul, this is food for thought. Martyr for the Lord, you juggernaut.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother now. Now when I look at my brother, I can't look at him for too long before you think I have a problem. Right? No other nation of people goes through that. Right? Keep reading.
And toward the wife of his bosom,
And toward our wives, right? Read.
and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And we're number one in fatherless households. Right? The Most High said that the fathers will leave the children. Right? Give me verse 68. Right?
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
We
again.
never went back into Egypt. When the children of Israel were in Egypt, they were in slavery. They were in bondage until Moses said, let my people go. The Most High said he's going to bring us into Egypt again. Right? So let's see what the word Egypt means. Get that from me, bro.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of where?
Out
Of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous with bondage, right? So give me, go back to verse 68.
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
He
again.
will bring you into Egypt again, the house of bondage again. Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. Who was brought into slavery on slave ships?
I don't know.
Come on, bro.
I don't know my stuff.
They taught us this in elementary school.
I didn't go to elementary.
Oh, you was homeschooled? So the so-called Black Hispanic Native Americans, they were brought through the transatlantic slave trade. So 400
Fuck with that nigga.
Read it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more
We
again.
won't see our homeland ever again because we were brought here in captivity and we're still prisoners of war. Right, read.
And there ye shall be sold
And there you shall be sold. That's specific. You will be sold. Read.
unto your enemies.
Who will we sold to? Walking by right now. Just walking by
That's not right, man.
So
I'm
God's
gonna
not
take a
right?
ride.
So God's not right?
It's awkward, ain't it?
Hey, this ain't
It make you
right.
feel awkward.
Huh?
It makes
Make you feel awkward.
Nah, I'm good.
So tell the truth. The truth is the truth.
Nah, the truth is true. But I mean, just because you say just walking by you now, it wasn't her, it was her past. The people, you know,
Give
her
me
ancestors.
Isaiah 14:21.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
That?
Let's see what God say again, man. Because we can't go off our own mind. Because you think, oh, that's wrong, right? America teach you
I got
to.
a ride tonight.
I feel the same because history continues to repeat itself.
Yeah.
Yep. And we've been in many captivities. 14 and 21.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21.
We've been in the Assyrian captivity, the Babylonian captivity. Keep reading.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
For who?
For his children.
Read.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
So for the iniquity of their fathers. No matter if it's no matter if it happens 100 years later, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their forefathers. Right? So people, they have to pay for what happened, whether it's through their children or whether it's through their children's children. That's what God said. Go back to verse 68. Right? Because I can't believe you couldn't even just admit that, man. The Most High said that straight up. You know, let's just be real, man. Be real men out here,
But
man.
it wasn't right saying that when she walked by.
That was definitely right.
I don't think
It is what it is. We just gonna call a spade a spade.
Right.
Right?
What
Read
do you
it.
say?
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships,
With ships, read.
by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your
That's
enemies.
what God said. God called them our enemies. If you ain't fighting against me, you fight against God.
That's what you're talking about me.
Yes, you.
I ain't fighting against nobody.
Yes, you are. Because you just said it was right when that lady walked by, man.
It wasn't right. It wasn't right.
That wasn't right. That wasn't right in
She
your
can't
eyes.
help. She can't help because that was her past, but that ain't her
So
though.
when they go when the Most High brings them into slavery, is that gonna be right?
What you saying? So all of them got to go into slavery because they
Isaiah
passed?
14:1.
God be with y'all, man.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1.
You just gonna ask a question and leave? Hear the answer. All right. Read.
For the Lord will have mercy
Appreciate
on
the knowledge, brother.
Jacob and will yet choose Israel
Appreciate it.
and set them in their own land.
And we ain't cooning out here no more, man.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
No more coons, man. Right? No more coons for the year 2022, man. That's crazy. Right? It's crazy, man. People they scared.
It's the teacher.
Hey, what's going on?
Good. What's going on?
Y'all having a good night? Y'all seem all smiley, happy-go-lucky, you know.
What are you guys doing?
We teaching the Bible.
Okay.
Right? You believe in the Bible?
Of course.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Okay. Who are the children of Israel today?
I don't know that.
Okay, so can I explain to you the children of Israel? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're the real children of Israel, right? So the children of Israel are God's chosen people, right? What's going to happen to the other nations for what they did to them in the past? Because nothing ever happened. No reparations, no 40 acres and a mule, none of that stuff, right? What does God think about those things? Can I show you what God thinks about those things? Yes?
I don't know.
You don't know? Is it scary?
Yeah.
Give me Isaiah 14:1.
Yeah. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1.
Let's see what God says. It's not me. Everybody always wants to shoot the messenger, not get at the message. You know, we're just reading the Bible. I'm not the Christian pastor. I'm not going to tell you a lie. I'm just telling you what the Bible says. Read.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel
Read.
and set them in their own land.
So the Bible says the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. He's going to have mercy on us for all the stuff he put us in. Right? Read.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
And the people that put us in captivity, they're going to be joined with us. The other nations. The Arab man had a hand in the slave trade. The so-called Jewish man today in Israel, they had a hand in our slave trade. All the other nations had a hand in the slave trade. Right? Read.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
The other nations are going to cleave. They're going to be grabbing our coattails as we leave. Right? Read.
And the people shall take them
And we're going to take them. Right? Read.
and bring them to their place.
And bring them to their place. Read.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
Just like I possess these boots and you possess your shoes down there, we're going to possess the other nations. That's like you were possessed. Right? Read.
In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
So the roles are going to be reversed. You're going to be the servants and handmaids. Read.
And they shall take them captives,
And we're going to take you guys captives, right? Read.
whose captives they were.
Whose captives they were. We were your captives, so the roles are going to be reversed. You have to do the same thing that you did to us. Right? Read.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
We're going to rule over our oppressors. Right? What do you think about that?
I like what you're saying, and I respect what you're saying.
Okay, if we're the children of Israel, what would be your biblical name? Do you know? You don't know? Are you sorry for what happened to the so-called black Hispanic Native Americans?
I don't know what that is.
Are you sorry for what happened to the black people, the Native American people?
Oh, of course.
You are? Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Let's really see this. Because if you don't do this, then you're not really sorry.
I'm gonna take my friend off.
Yeah, you better do that. Wow. Make sure y'all hit the gym, all right? How you doing? Are you sorry for what happened to the so-called black Hispanic and Native Americans? Are you sorry for your head? Sorry for your head, because you're going to roll. Come on. Let me just get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Try to teach them kids. Hey, what's going on, y'all young brothers? Yo, come through and hear the word. Come hear the word.
That's Ethan.
Come on, man. Come hear the word. Come through. Come hear the word. Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Come hear the word. Come through real quick. Come through. All praise. Give it up. No.
Satan is a wild
Man. Come through. Come through.
That's
Come hear the word. Come hear the word.
There you go. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Keep clapping
Yes,
it, man.
yes.
All praise.
Come. Hallelujah.
That's what I think that's his sister.
Come, bring it out now.
What's
You
your
about to
name?
teach y'all something.
What y'all doing? Latanya.
Latanya?
Jalise.
Jalise? What's your name, sister?
Donnie.
Donnie, what's your name, brother? Did you know that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the so-called Jews that the Bible speaks of?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Are you want me to prove it to you though?
Okay, what do you
All right, go to Isaiah, go to Deuteronomy 20 and 15.
Bring it out now. Bring it out.
Right?
Teach 'em, Mark.
Because y'all are God's chosen people. The reason why the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans went through the things that they went through is because God put them through the punishment for not keeping His commandments.
Did I record this?
Go ahead, you can record it. Show it to all your friends. Put it in the group chat. Do all that.
Upload to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everything.
TikTok.
Pinterest,
Pinterest.
Etsy,
Go ahead.
all that. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
So we're just reading the Bible. We just the messengers. I'm just reading the Bible. That's it. I'm not telling you my own words. None of that. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So do you know about Moses? He took the children of Israel out of captivity in Egypt, right? So this is Moses speaking to the audience, which is Israel, right? Our ancient forefathers, right? Read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Most High said, if you guys do not keep my commandments, all these curses are going to come upon you. So when you read through the curses, all the way down to verse 68, it identifies a certain group of people, right? So read verse 16. Let's see.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city. Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field. Who is cursed in the field? Who is cursed on the plantation? All right, give me verse 54. Let's go through some more.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Right? This is the man that was very nice to you, right now when I look at my brother, they look at me like I have a problem with him, right? It says his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. Read it from the top. 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
That's the curse in the Bible. Read.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward our wives. Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. We are number one in fatherless household. We got baby mamas and baby daddies running around everywhere. That's a curse that the Most High put on us. Give me verse 68, right? Because this is undeniable, man. This is all undeniable, right? Read.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Read.
With ships.
Who went into bondage again with ships? Who went into slavery on slave ships?
Black people.
Read it from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into.
Moses that split. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's focus
Moses
up. Focus
that
up.
split
Read the
the
word.
sea.
Say that again.
Moses that split the sea. Yeah.
Read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee.
Hey, how y'all brothers doing? What's your name? What's your name, brother? Your name Joe? Yo. Yo? Oh, okay. What's your name, brother? Chris? Alright, cool. We out here trying to prove to you that y'all are so-called Jews that the Bible speaks of. Right? So let's read from the top. Read verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With slave ships, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
We'll never see our homeland again. We were brought here on slave ships and we never left. Right? We're still prisoners of war here, right? Read.
And there ye shall be sold.
And there we shall be sold. Right? Read.
Unto your enemies.
Who are we sold to?
White people.
That's right.
What the Bible called them, our enemies. Right? Read it from the top again so we can make sure they get this, push that thing right through. Right? Read it from the top. Read it.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
You won't see our homeland ever again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Read.
For bondmen.
For slave men.
And bond women.
And slave women. Right? Read.
And no man shall buy.
And no man is going to come and redeem you out of this captivity. Now Marcus Garvey, now Malcolm X, now Martin Luther King. Right? That was a curse that was put on the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? Just 2 days ago, we just celebrated Thanksgiving, the slaughter of 77 million Native Americans. Right? And they celebrate that. They celebrate the deaths of our people. Right? So what do you think should be righteous judgment for the things that our forefathers went through? Black babies and black little girls getting fed to alligators. Right? Being hung on trees. Right? Getting butt breaking in front of them. You know what butt breaking is? They would take the man and demasculate the man, whip that man in front of everybody, the biggest, strongest man, to let everybody know that the white man has the power. Right? The biggest black man, they would take him and rape him in front of everybody. That's called butt breaking. Look it up. Right? What do you think should happen for those things? What do you think God thinks about those things? If God says we're his chosen people, what do you think he's going to do for those things?
Kill them.
Right?
The spirit, right? God.
Right? You're going to see what God says. It's not what I'm saying, right? Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Read.
He that leadeth into captivity
He that leads into captivity, right? Read.
shall go into captivity.
Shall go into captivity. Read.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So the people that put us in slavery are going to be in slavery in the end. They're going to be our servants and handmaids. That's according to the Bible. So what are some commandments that we got to keep? Because God said we got to keep His commandments, or we're going to be in His curses, right? Treat your brothers and your sisters just like you would treat yourself, right? So let's go into some things with your diet, because God has dietary laws.
Walk in front of them. They bad.
Give me Leviticus 11 and 6. Make sure you get some flyers.
You gotta go. But y'all saying some real stuff.
I appreciate what y'all doing.
Yo, what are you posting it on?
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, if you go on the flyer and hover over the QR code,
If you put your camera over to YouTube,
all right, little sis.
QR code, it brings you straight to our YouTube. You can learn everything. Man.
This video will be posted there. This video will be posted there too.
Open it up and look at it.
Yeah, it'll be posted there.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
Fear who?
Fear God.
We ain't doing this for nobody out here, man. We doing this because we fear the Most High. Right, Reed?
And keep His commandments.
And keep His commandments, man. That's gonna be your protection in these last days. Not Smith and Wesson, not AK-47,
Right.
none of that. Not getting a bug out bag. None of those things are gonna keep you in these last days, right? Nothing but the fear of the Most High and the keeping of His commandments. It's as simple as that, man. And with that, I want to say, Hom Yasharallah, and death to destruction of Babylon.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.